Next will be the Formula One Australia Grand Prix. Every time they go to Australia, it is always a wild card. It used to be the biggest wild card because it was the first race of the season, right? Like everybody's coming back off the winter break, ready to go racing, and you just never knew what was going to happen, who was going to win, or who was going to be the dominant car this season. Now they've moved it up a few races into the season, this race 3, and it's still entertaining. I mean, last year, the Australian Grand Prix was one of the top 3 races all year, behind maybe Silverstone, Singapore, Vegas. I think were probably the other good ones last year.
This is Jay from the Dega Boys, reminding you to like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to see more great content like this. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay notified of all future uploads on this channel. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video.
Australian Grand Prix doesn't disappoint again. Max Verstappen qualifies on pole, and then Carlos Sainz goes by him around like lap 3, and you could tell something was off with Max's car. Like it looked so easy of a pass there by Carlos Sainz. And then a lap later, the smoke starts burrowing out of the back of Max Verstappen's car. I thought it was an engine failure at first because it was just this puffy white smoke. Apparently, it was the brakes. It was the brakes, Tom. Holy cow. It caught on fire. Everything. What was the first retirement like since 2022 for Max Verstappen? Unbelievable. Wow. You should have heard, I mean, the crowd reaction. I wish I could have been there, man. I mean, holy cow. The way they reacted when Max lost his thing was the way I reacted in Vegas when Lando wrecked, except I was the only one cheering. So it was like, take my excitement, but times it by the whole crowd when Max went out. And it just like, from there, the entire vibe of the race changed. Like, the pace changed in this race as well. Like, except like everybody just turned it up a wick. Like, it was the weird, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like a light switch went off and like the race changed completely. Like, everybody wasn't like, hey, I'm going to ride now and try to get in the position that I qualified in, maybe leap 1 or 2 here and there, play some teammate games. It was like, no, like everybody from in the top 6 were like, holy cow, we have a legit chance to win this race. And the pace changed. It was incredible. Then to make it even better, Lewis Hamilton ends up retiring with engine issues on lap 17. So Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton did not finish this race. Unbelievable there. And then really the only major changes in the front of this field was the McLarens. Their Piastri end up short pitting Norris, leaped him, and then they play some Zach Brown team orders stuff there to get Norris back in front of Piastri, which I think is BS because if there's one race you don't want to play team orders at, it's Piastri's home Grand Prix. Why are we playing team orders? Let's get Piastri a podium in his home Grand Prix. Come on now. That makes me so angry. I wanted to see Piastri get a podium so bad. But they didn't allow that to happen. Carlos Sainz goes on to win the Grand Prix. What was it? 16 days or in between this win and his appendix getting taken out? Unbelievable. Right? Unbelievable. Also, you should talk about that meme that you found that was hilarious of this too. With the Carlos Sainz, the car.
Oh, the FIA? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, look, if you guys were part of our Discord, you'd be able to see it. But I'm going to go here, and I'm going to look it up real quick because it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, all right. Let's see. Oh, Jay, where did I put it?
I can't remember. But basically, right, it was not meeting the minimum weight requirement, and it was
like 16 grams.
Like, yeah, which is the approximate weight of a human appendix or whatever.
9.69 grams, the approximate weight of one adult appendix. It's an FIA bulletin and everything.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I read it. I was like, I didn't even read it, Tom. When you sent that to me, it hit the minimum weight requirement. Like, I read the first sentence, and I instantly messaged you back. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. They didn't add the weight back for his appendix get taken out. And then I went back and read it, and I'm like, that's what the whole article talked about. I'm like, I feel dumb now. I thought it was hilarious. At least somebody has a sense of humor. That was funny. I like that. That was gold. That was choice. I wish I would have thought about that. That was awesome. And then Leclerc ends up going P2, so Ferrari 1-2. Leclerc also had the fast lap at the end of this race, which we'll talk about that here in a second with the points. And then Lando gets P3. Even when all the best cars can't finish, he still can't win a race.
That's still BS because Oscar Piastri should have finished P3. He only finished P3 because of team orders.
Exactly.
And Lando was not even quicker than Oscar. It was
Oscar
just
maintained the pace too.
It was a well, here, since you can't pass him, let's see if Lando can pass him. Lando couldn't pass him, and then there was no team orders after that. They completely screwed Piastri.
Yeah, Lando couldn't pass a stop sign, man. Unbelievable.
Terrible.
Lando's the type of guy that sits at a stop sign and waits for it to say go.
And you know what, Jay? That will forever go down in history as a great drive by Lando.
I know.
When it was not even a great drive by Lando.
Yeah.
Disgusting is what it is.
Yeah.
But again,
I think it's lame.
there we go. Way to go, Zach Brown. Making us all look good here in the States. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not terrible.
I mean, especially like if it was like Silverstone, it's like sure, let Lando get a podium in his home Grand Prix.
I don't even say whatever.
But like
that's
Australia,
bullshit.
come on, it's Piastri's home Grand Prix. Like let him have his moment, man. Like come on.
Man, if I was Australian and I saw that happening, I would be over McLaren right then and there.
I would have been climbing the fence. Yeah, I'd have been all.
I would have been rioting.
Yeah, that's so lame. Piastri's a much better driver than Lando. And nobody realizes that, but he is. Piastri, I said this before. I think the top 6 drivers in Formula One right now: Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, Oscar Piastri. Those are the best 6. I mean, you could maybe throw Fernando in there, but he is like, I think he's past his prime. That's just me. But I mean, I don't know. Is that a bad list? I feel like those are the 6 best drivers right now for Formula One.
What about Lewis Hamilton?
Oh, God. Don't hit me with Lulu shenanigans right now. I don't have time for it. I got a big argument with Nick over that one. I'm gonna hold my tongue on that one. Oh man.
Well,
his argument was he's got 7 championships. I'm like, I don't give a damn how many championships you have. That don't mean damn to me. that don't mean.
Well,
damn.
it's a little different in Formula One.
Well,
you get set up with the best car. If you get set up with the best car, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does take some driving talent to get from A to B, but when that dude was on cruise control since 2016 and still winning championships,
yeah.
Please.
Well, and that's my biggest argument is the first time in his entire career he's not in a championship winning car for the last 2 seasons.
Ship. And he jumped ship.
He's leaving because he can't win. Can't compete. Yeah. That's called lame. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
It reminds me of like Greg Biffle when he was on that freaking tear and he stuck around with Roush to the very bitter end of his career. Like, come on, Lewis. Like, grow a pair. Like,
even Biffle did it.
Yeah, Biffle stuck it out all the way to the bitter end, man. The sinking ship and everything. He went down with the whole vessel, dude. He went down like that bridge in Baltimore. Oh,
that was a good one. I like that one.
Oh man. But yes, so and then that would capitalize on the Formula One Grand Prix. I think that would pretty much summarize it right there. Is there anything else? I mean, I feel like we talked about everything.
I just really want to highlight how terrible of a job Lando actually did.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. Yeah.
It wasn't that great. There was nothing good about it.
It was kind of like the Ricardo Sonoda from Bahrain in a way, but it was worse in my opinion.
Worse.
Worse. Yeah.
Way worse.